Hey, welcome back to Milton Daily Homes. It's a list of 10 properties today, and I looked at the calendar and we actually have a buyer class on Saturday. So some of the things we talk about the buyer class, we talk about how to get free money from the government to buy your first home up to 10,000 or more. We talk about all the budgeting, all the steps. We talk about zero down mortgages, how to qualify for a mortgage, how to beat buyers to the best homes. And right now, that's a big thing in the market. How to make sure your agent works on your behalf and nobody else's, and a whole lot more. So it's just over 2 hours. Actually, sometimes we're even done before 2 hours, but we love great questions at the class. So if you want to come, just sign up over on that side, or you can go to miltonbuyerclass.com. So it starts at 10 a.m. and that's a nice time frame. It's not too early or anything like that, and you're done just in time for some lunch. So let's get to today's list. There's 10 of them. 813 Scott's the first one, and it's an Emery model. It's 1370 square feet, and it is right across from P.L. Robertson School. So you do find that you get that wave of school activity, which means in the morning and evenings you find parents dropping kids off, school buses, but evenings, weekends, past about 5 o'clock and on the weekends, there's really very little traffic there, and you actually get some pretty good views of the escarpment from this side as well. Let's have a look inside. There's some hardwood floors, there's gas fireplace, nice decor in here. I think it definitely adds. The light fixture in this case, I think in the dining room, really makes a big impact. Now, I talked about this last week, is there's a couple of people right now selling stainless steel appliances, like I think the Brick and Home Depot or something like that. You get a whole set for about $1,500, and that to me is well worth the investment. If I look at the white appliances here, they do stand out in a way that I just think that extra zip with the stainless steel would have made a big impact. It looks like there's a backsplash here. There's crown molding, so it would have been just that final little step, and I think they would have paid for themselves for sure. So that's oftentimes an excellent investment. You get an extra window going up the stairs. You've got the hardwood stairs, which was a great investment for them. Everything else looks really, really strong in this home. So location is a bit of a drawback. Appliances are very easy to change. That's the only thing negative I have to say about it. So farmstead, $368 is the price on this one. It's got a small condo fee. It kicks in next year in 2013. They've got a free zone of the fees, and it's not a traditional condo. It's actually very much like a freehold, except it's garbage and snow removal that you pay a nominal fee for that. Hardwood on diagonal. It's actually a very open concept floor plan. The master bedroom upstairs is huge, and that's basically the story about that. 1,500 square feet, and it looks like it backs onto a park there. So all in all, I'll be honest, I think this one is right in the zone. I've done some research in this area, and it looks like it's right in that place where it needs to be. And a lot of the homes today, it's not like they're incredible deals, but they are not overpriced at all. They are right in the zone. Tupper is $379. It's a townhouse. It's about 1,850 square feet. Some nice pot lights. Same thing here. I just look at the appliances, and I just think that in a competitive market, in a market that people are paying really a lot of money to get move-in ready, there are opportunities with things like that. Even if nobody likes to spend 15, if you could spend 15 and double it in the next 30 to 90 days, I'll tell you, your RRSP is probably not doing that. So that's a really good thing to think about. So yeah, this one here, it's open concept. That's basically your dining room, and then you have a family room that it overlooks. That's it. Like, there's no other additional room on the main floor. And same thing, the master up here is a pretty good size. It's long. It takes up the whole back of the house. And then you've got your laundry. I believe the laundry's on the main floor, but I haven't been at one of these in a little while. So Tupper's a little busy, but it's not too bad at all. It's a good price for that home. Move up to Farmstead here, $379 for this one. And this is one of the Spirit homes. I think it's the Spirit Plan 2. And it doesn't even have a powder room on the main level. There are 2 full bathrooms upstairs, but you've got kitchen and then 1 big room. So space is at such a premium that the builder wasn't able to fit a powder room. So you know what I'm going to say about this kitchen. For the money, get those appliances. Really, people are spending over $250,000. make it easy for them to pull the trigger. And anyhow, there's not much else in the house there. Now, I think Farmstead's going to end up being a pretty busy street, so that's something you may want to consider with this one as well. Okay, so Johnson Heights. Now we're getting so we see detached, and we see an end unit townhouse, 1,500 square feet, just over that, 1,510. Hillsview End, it's at 383. And hardwood floors, very nice. You know, you've got, this one's been done very well too, and for what they've been selling for. I mean, we saw one of these models backing onto a park with a finished basement selling at 410, and there you go. These guys are going to do well. Johnson's a good quiet street. If you don't live on Johnson, you really don't really go on it. Schreier 409 is the price on this one. This looks like one of the Spirit Plan 3s. So I think we have a Spirit Plan 2, a 3, and a 4. So it's amazing, the selection. I mean, if you're a first-time buyer, what you're seeing in this list is almost a selection by model of the best ones that you normally have to choose from. And so it'd be nice if these guys had the hardwood. It is an open concept layout. They pay for that extra little bit of openness on this because they do have a version of this that's closed off. And so it's got a good floor plan. I actually like the floor plan of this one more than the next one, which is a couple hundred square feet bigger. I believe this is hovering close to 1,400 square feet. The upstairs, you start to feel it in the bedrooms, but the main floor has a really good floor plan, and it looks like there's a pie-shaped lot. So at 409, nice stuff. And then Dymont's the next one at 424.9. So this is now 1,600 square feet, and it's an all brick elevation outside. You've got a front dining room, and then you weave through the hallway here. You can see how it bends around here, and then you've got your family and your kitchen in the back. Very well done kitchen. The backsplash, I think, makes a nice impact. Usually backsplashes you don't get your money back for, but sometimes they can really add enough to the space that they do have a positive impact. 3 bedrooms upstairs, plus you've got a little den area. So you've got a little space possibly for a home office, so you're not using one of the bedrooms. And there you go. You can see the rest of it right there. 424.9, very competitive given what's sold for this model. I've seen it sell as high as in the 440s, and that was even last year. Now, Howden Crescent is at $499. Quincy Corner, there's no shots of the inside, but what I do like is that you've got this sort of pie-shaped lot, and it almost looks like the kids have free reign to kind of play with all this area right here. You'd have to pay for the fence on this one. Normally you share that with the neighbors, so you're probably looking about maybe $2,000, $2,500 to put a fence in with the cost of sharing. And so there you go. That's all you have. Now, I always think that when people show these models, if you're not crystal clear about which model it is, and you can see that it's a double car garage if you look further down the listing, but I think that one of the first shots has to be head-on double garage. They always show the side for some reason, or they show a 45-degree angle, make it crystal clear it's a double car garage, and I believe the success increases dramatically. $499, I think there's about 4 or 5 of them on the market right now within a pretty tight range. So I think Quincy's are pretty popular right now for listings, and I'm wondering how much the competitive factor is going to determine their final sale price. Stag Garden Crescent, it's just Stag Garden, that's what it's called, $564. It's a Glenwood, it says Glenwood 11 in the description, it's a Glenwood 2, and so what you do is when you come in the front door, this is the room to the right hand side, and it's nice and high, and then the room up here is actually just off of the master bedroom. Good place for a home office. It's even a good little place for a kid's play area. Then you get further into the home, you've got your kitchen with a walk-in pantry, and then just across here is you've got the family room. This is the new version of a Newgate model, and they extended the size of the family room. The Newgate to me feels very, very narrow. This one they've created maybe 3 or 4 extra feet in the family, and it does have a very positive impact on this home. 2,572 square feet. They've done a couple pot lights upstairs, and that's the main floor laundry, and then you've got standard size backyard too. So right in the zone of where they normally sell for. Serafini's the next one, $679, and there are no photos. They had this one listed for a while, didn't really have a lot of success with it, and I believe the price is a bit lower than it was before. Now the cool thing about this home, when you look at the actual rooms, it's about 3,100 square feet, and you've got a main floor office, great stuff, and you have a den upstairs, so you've got extra rooms. So even if you had spouses that perhaps had the need for two offices, or you wanted a kids playroom or a hobby room or anything like that, this home could work well for that purpose. And you know, I'm kind of liking the agent here. I love how they use the word opulent interior living space. It's a nice word. Appointed with the preferred stucco and natural stone exterior elevation. That's kind of cool. I think there's a lot of people who really bugger up the listing description, and these guys have actually done a nice job. Bright, airy, and spacious throughout. Nice description here. So anyways, that's the list for today. I think there was 10 or 11 of them. Good selection for first-time buyers. We've got a good spread in all the different price ranges, and there's lots to choose from. So have a great day. Come to the buyer class on Saturday, and we'll see you tomorrow with more Milton Daily Homes.